Hi guys, happy Friday. The weekend's here, except it doesn't exactly feel like the weekend. It feels like every day has been Friday, even though I have been working from home. Um, but yeah, my week has been pretty good. Right now I have an apple cobbler in the oven. I've been doing lots of cooking. I think like a lot of us have been. And for the first time, I tried to make an Indian curry dish because when my boyfriend and I go out to eat, the one place we like to go is Indian restaurants. But yeah, there's an option now, and so like why not give that a go and see if I can make it, and also save myself lots of money if I can make it from home. And so yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So I'm looking forward to that for dinner tonight. But as far as the books goes, I am in the middle of Robert E. Lee by Roy Blunt Jr. And it's like one of my projects of reading all of my physical books. And I've owned this for quite a while, and it's even before owning it, I really wanted to read it. And but what's interesting is that there's newspaper clippings. The first one is about the Confederate statues and that they obviously support slavery. And then the second clipping is about Lee really agonizing over whether or not it says agonize. I don't know if he actually did agonize over it. I don't know, because like that whole meeting was never elaborated on. Like we don't know exactly what went on, but he was offered to be a general in the Union side, and then he of course went with the Confederate army. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It's just from February of 2007 about the statues, and so this person, when they flipped it out, like whoever this writer was, like think of like the Charlottesville. I think that happened like was it 2016 or 17? And so this person like knew exactly like foretell the future with what went on there about like the whole controversy over all of these Confederate leader statues all over the South. And so yeah, I'm in the middle of this one, and it's really brief. Like I've read some pretty long books on Lee and the Civil War, but this one is pretty brief, and so you just like fly through all the topics. So this is a really good introduction, I think, to the Civil War or learning about one of the major generals of the war. And I'm just at the part where the war is now over, and what's Lee gonna do now? Now that he's no longer this huge spotlight in the country. And then the other book I'm in the middle of is With You Always. This is the first book in the Orphan Train series by Jody Hedlund. And I love this cover. If you can see it, kind of sort of with this glare here. I have my door open because my dog really wanted to go outside. It's freezing outside. At least I think it's freezing. It's like 55 and really, really breezy. But he wanted to go outside, so I'm like, fine, I'll let you out. But I don't want to close the door, because if you do, then he's going to like cry and want to come in like right away. But if I leave it open, he knows there's a way of coming back in, then he'll stay out there. So yeah, sorry if there's too much of a glare. But this is about immigrants in New York City, and this whole thing of like how they're taking the citizens' jobs, and so I should mention this is a historical fiction. If you can't tell by the cover with the train and the dress, but historical fiction, and so a lot of people are getting laid off, including this woman here. Like women back then had a difficult time as it is getting work, and so she decides to try to find work on the frontier. And I think she's going to not Chicago, but somewhere in Illinois, like along the train that they're laying down, like one of those cities they were just starting up. And so yeah, that's what I'm at right now with it. And she's trying to raise her sister along with two orphans that they got along the way. And there's another side story about two twin brothers, and they come from like the opposite spectrum, where they have lots of money, and so the father decides he doesn't want to split his the inheritance into the two twins. He wants one of them to take over the company, and it's like a train company. And so, in order to decide which twin gets it, he says there's a contest. Which one of you can build a town and have it going, and also find a wife in 6 months? And so I'm sure these two are going to cross paths somewhere down the line. But yeah, so I'm liking it so far. And then, so those are two books I'm probably going to finish today. And then, so my Saturday, Sunday plans, once I finish Lee, I'm going to be reading There by Tommy Orange. And so I think what I'm going to do for the rest of, not this year, because I'm probably going to finish these before then, but as I finish one physical book, I'm just going to keep rolling over until I get through all my physical books. I have, I think after this one, I'll have 16, so easily doable. But yeah, so There by Tommy Orange. This is about, like it says urban, I think, urban Native Americans. And so I had, this past month, I finished The Heartbeat of Wounded Knee. And so, like, I'm in that vibe of wanting to know more. And so this is like a literary fiction talking about Native Americans in like the current day. And there's like a powwow, and there's a huge cast of characters. I was just flipping through this. There's tons and tons of blurbs, so I'm expecting this to be like fantastic. But yeah, there's it's this cast of characters. So I'm guessing we're gonna get like multiple storylines in here. I don't know, but yeah, looking forward to that. And then going back to my ebooks, I'm going to be reading Logan Likes Mary Ann, the 10th book in the Babysitter's Club series. There's cat hair on it, of course. Oh, it's like pretty glary there. But in this one, I was looking at the description, and Logan, there's a guy that he likes Mary Ann, but not only is he kind of like, not messing with her self-confidence, because she's really shy, so she's like, like nervous about that. But he is like wants to infiltrate the Babysitter's Club because he wants to be a babysitter. And so yeah, we'll see if he makes the cut and he's able to become one of the members. And then I'm going to be reading the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. And this one looks really cool. This is one of the books I got on the. Sorry for the cat. Want to come back here, Winnie? I know y'all like watching her. See if I can. Come back. She wants to. What she's doing is she's rubbing against the laptop, the edges of the keyboard, because that's her thing in life. Is she's just rubbing against everything. So maybe I can get her to stay here. Also, the door I think is tempting her because she wants to go check out what's happening outside. So yeah, this one I got from this one of the skip the line things. So this just came out on April 7th, at least in America. But it sounds fantastic. The little description, it says, fried green tomatoes and still magnolias meet Dracula in this southern-flavored supernatural thriller set in the 90s about a women's book club that must protect its suburban community from a mysterious and handsome stranger who turns out to be a blood-sucking fiend. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I wanted to listen to it on audio, but I got the ebook first, so I'm like, I'm going to go that route. And so, yeah, really excited about that. And then the last book, I've been wanting to, and now she's rubbing against the laptop again. And she's going to shake it. There you go. Maybe you can hear I think these birds like stirring her up. So I've been really wanting to get to some fantasy. I'm just in the mood for that. Like really kind of like escape from reality, like really like escape into a whole other world. And so this is The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Iselton. This is the first book in the Lacanius trilogy, something like that. But this also fits the bill for Aussie April, because this author, like I said, it was from Victoria, Australia. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but yeah. So I think there's a trilogy of these books, and so they all have really cool covers. But this is about. It says there was a war 20 years ago, and it ended with the dictatorial augurs. It seems like there's like factions of people in power. The augurs, who thought themselves gods, were overthrown and wiped out. And so then it says there's these people that were called known as the Gift, who avoided the augur's fate by submitting themselves to the four tenets. So, and there's going to be like a school and some students who have these powers, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I don't really know much about it, but yeah, this is a long fantasy. I think it's like 600 or 700 pages, and so yeah, this will probably take me most of the weekend, probably roll over into this coming week. And so what I want, there she goes again. And so what I want to do, since I didn't do an April TBR, is do another like Monday reads or whatever. Tuesday reads or whenever I do it, to continue showing you what I'm going to be reading. I might implement the vlogs again. We'll see. But I don't know how exciting it would be because like we're all sitting at home and I'm not really going on any trails that much. I'm just staying around the house. I mean, staying around my neighborhood because I am not going to like go to places like where I know would be populated with people. But yeah, maybe I can like do a vlog and show you what all I'm cooking. I really like watching other people's vlogs, and it's very like calming to see, you know, what all they have going on in their kitchen and, you know, what they're reading. But if I don't do the vlogs, then I will do like weekly TBRs. So anyway, let me know what your plans and how's your week and weekend going. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, BookTube.